Hi guys, this is Stacy. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to show these videos about Gabby Petito to get the word out.
And on August 29th, my boyfriend and I picked up Brian at Grand Teton National Park at 5:30 at night at Coulter Bay. I'm hoping this can help someone identify him because I saw him from TikTok, which then made me call the authorities, and my boyfriend and I have been in contact with a bunch of different people to help piece together different parts of this case. But we picked him up at Coulter Bay, like I said, at 5:30. He approached us asking us for a ride because he needed to go to Jackson, which we were going to Jackson that night. So I said, hop in. He hopped in the back of my Jeep. We then, proceeded to make small talk. But before he came in the car, he offered to pay us like $200 to give him a ride, like 10 miles. So that was kind of weird. He then told us he's been camping for multiple days without his fiance. He did say he had a fiance, and that she was working on their social media page back at their van. Then once, in conversation, I brought up, we're going to Jackson. He freaked out. He's like, nope, I need to get out right now. Pull over. So we pulled over at the Jackson Dam, which I don't know if you know Teton Park, but it's not very far from Coulter Bay. And if this does reach people, I can post pictures of exactly where we picked him up and the whole route or whatever, and screenshots of the timestamps. We dropped him off at 6:09 p.m. on August 29th. He kind of hurried out of the car, and then he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go find someone else to hitchhike. And we're like, okay. It was a weird situation. So when we picked him up, he was wearing a backpack, he had a long sleeve pants, hiking boots, and he had scruff. But he didn't look dirty. For someone who was camping for multiple days, he didn't look dirty, he didn't smell dirty. So that part was kind of weird. And I'm just really hoping that they find her, and this helps someone. To clarify a few things that people are confused on still, when he asks for a ride, he has to go to Jackson, which, if you're familiar with this area, a lot of people call Jackson Hole Jackson. So that's why I said yes to giving him a ride. But you think any good hiker would know south and north. We were going south out of the park when he said he was camping north. He had told us that him and Gabby were not camping on a regulated campsite through the national park, that they were camping basically out in the middle of nowhere along Snake River. This is key information. He said that he had hiked for days along Snake River, but when looking at his backpack, it wasn't full, and he said all he had was a tarp to sleep on, which you think if you're going camping for days on end, you'd want food and a tent, and he had none of that. And like I said, he looked clean and didn't smell bad. So this is a view of the whole journey with Brian. So that's the top at the park at Coulter Bay, and then we drove him to this dam right here. Then at the dam, we dropped him off at this little turnout, and he said he was going to walk across the street to the parking lot, which was full of people, to continue hitchhiking and look for a ride, because he freaked out when I said Jackson Hole. He said we needed to pull over, even though Jackson and Jackson Hole are the same thing. It's the same town itself. This is the text I sent to my mom at 6:09, right when he got out of the car, saying I was okay because she was freaking out. This is at the park, or at the pickup location, and we were taking a shower. We then walked across, and our car was parked on the left side of the picture, and he talked to us right in the middle. And he was talking to my boyfriend the entire time, but I was the one actually talking, and he was not frantic, and he was very nice, very polite to us. I just want to reiterate again, everything I am telling you guys, I've already told the FBI, I've told the detectives. I am actively in contact with these people who are on the case, so everything I have told you, they do know. I'm just putting this out here because I want to reach people who have maybe seen him that day or have been in contact with him before, after my boyfriend were in contact with him. So this is when we picked him up. The exact time is 5:44. This is to my mom. We picked up a hitchhiker. She's obviously not very happy with me, and I now understand.
So some common questions are, did he have a phone? No, he did not have a phone. My boyfriend and I did not see him pull out a phone at all during this time. Another thing is when he freaked out about Jackson. He has to go to Jackson. During the time I said we're going to Jackson Hole. Once I said Jackson Hole, he became agitated. He seemed like he needed to get out. He was kind of antsy, and that's when things got weird. But that's when we pulled over and he.
We have a Fox News alert. The desperate search for answers continue in the case for the missing 22-year-old Gabby Petito. We have new video of several police officers currently at the home of her fiance, a person of interest, Brian Laundrie. Fox News' Carly Shimkins is at the scene, and she joins us live in Florida with the latest. Carly, what do you know? It's a scene behind you.
Lawrence, yes, there is a lot of movement happening right now because a police officer just walked out of the Laundrie family house. We do know why the police officers are inside. They posted a tweet saying that they are talking to the family at the family's request. They are not talking to Brian. They also say that more information is to come on that front. Police arrived at the house a little over an hour ago. 3 police officers walked in quick succession. No knock on the door. They just walked right in, which suggests that the family knew that they were coming. Another police officer arrived about 15 minutes ago. He was carrying a brown paper bag. It was empty. I can't confirm what that bag was. It could possibly be an evidence bag, but like I said, I couldn't get a significant enough look at the bag to tell you with certainty what it was. Speaking of significance, this is the most significant movement in the case so far. I was here this morning, yesterday morning. The house was completely dark. The biggest thing that happened this morning was that somebody turned on a light, which proved that people were inside the house. Some people started to wonder if the family was inside because people hadn't seen them for a while. The first time police came to the Laundrie family house was on September 11th when Gabby's mom filed the missing persons report. And police were met basically with nothing. Mom and dad came to the door. Brian's parents came to the door, handed them a piece of paper that basically said, talk to our lawyers. And that's who the police have been basically communicating with ever since. Brian has not spoken out. There is another significant development that broke about an hour ago as well. Grand County, Utah police said that there is no link between the disappearance of Gabby Petito and the double homicide that took place of that newlywed couple, both in Moab, Utah. If you recall, there was police came to Moab and spoke to Gabby and Brian on August 12th because somebody called them because of a disturbance that took place. Turned out they had gotten into a physical altercation, but no criminal charges were filed. Police have greatly stressed so far throughout this week that Brian, while he is a person of interest, they can't prove any criminality thus far, and he has his right to remain silent. That right to remain silent has angered many people because many here today, protesters included, believe that he knows something significant about Gabby and could have been the last person to see her, Lawrence.
Yeah, Carly, definitely playing a semantics game to cover their tale as well while the investigation plays out. I heard that there's a protest as well out there, Carly, so I'll be checking in with you throughout the night to see if you have anything to report new. Thanks so much, Carly.
My thoughts and prayers are with the Petito family and for Gabby. Lord, watch over her and please bring her home. Amen. And I had to make this video and get this out soon because I do believe that these TikTok videos have crucial information to find Gabby's whereabouts or possibly her last known whereabouts and to get her found and home safe to her family and friends. And while editing this video, I found out that the police went to Brian Laundrie's home and he was not there. His parents have not seen him since Tuesday, so he's been missing for several days and no one knows where he is, not even his attorney nor his parents. And Gabby's parents are shocked to hear this news, and I know they have got to be distraught because he is the the key to finding her. He's the only one that knows where she was last or where she could be now. And my heart goes out to the Petito family and Gabby and all of her friends. And I will definitely be making another in-depth video about this, but I just wanted to get the word out about the information on these TikToks. And also, Brian Laundrie is now missing. And please, everyone, please pray for Gabby and all of her family and friends. God bless. Alright guys, well that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you think about this case. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already. And turn on the notification bell so you don't miss another video. And always remember, spread love and not hate. Be blessed and keep the faith. Bye guys.